One of the first challenges I had was that it would be really heavy because she has a lot of intricate flowers and vines on the end of her key plate. And also to make all those shapes, it'd be hard to... my first thought was to use clay, but clay is really heavy and paper clay costs so much. So what I did was for the vines I used foam and actually sculpted it out of the foam and then stuck it onto the ends, and then on top of that I used paper clay to make the flowers. And what else? The handles I also made out of foam so I could make all the shapes with all the twisting and everything. So that was really hard because it was really detailed, and it was hard to keep away from people so that they wouldn't break it if they ran into it. So yeah, that was my hardest prop.
Okay, so my hardest prop that I ever made was my recent one, my Gatling gun for cheese. So I spent about half a year on it, on and off, and the most frustrating thing was I had to find a way to make it be able to rotate. So the gun has to be able to rotate to make it seem like it was firing, and also it has to be transportable. So I had to make it collapsible in order to be able to like take it on a bus, because I wanted to take it to a talkathon. So yeah,
It was in Montreal.
yeah. So I had to be able to take it on Megabus. So what I ended up doing was I had to fit the barrels of the gun into the main compartment of the gun itself, and then when you pull it out, I have to like put in like screws and stuff into it so that it would hold. And then for the rotation part, it's basically like all the barrels are on a wheel, and then inside is a lever which I can manually rotate and make it seem like it's like moving. But yeah, that was kind of hard to figure out how to make it work.
And I haven't made a lot of props, but I think the hardest one I've made is, I don't know if you guys know .hack GU. Yeah? Okay, Haseo first form, those weird caterpillar things that he has. Yeah, I had to make those, and that was weird because they get pretty thin in the middle, and it's all bumpy, and there's also little spikes that stick out. So I had to like think of a lot of materials that would be strong enough to hold it together. So because I was planning to fight with them, you know, like fake fight in photos, so I had to make them strong. So what I ended up doing was I took steel binding. I don't know if you guys know what it is. It's like, it looks like circles with holes in them, but it's all made of steel. And I used that for the support, and I layered foam board on top of it. And after that, I took craft